Reacher's Alan Ritchson wants to bring back two Season 1 characters. Reacher star Alan Ritchson recently expressed interest in seeing the title character reunite with his former Season 1 allies in a future season of the fan-favorite Prime Video series. Speaking with /Film, the actor explained why he would look to see Jack Reacher cross paths with Season 1 characters Chief Detective Oscar Finley, Malcolm Goodwin, and Police Officer Roscoe Conklin, Willa Fitzgerald, down the road, believing that it would add depth to the story and remind audiences of the journey Reacher has taken. I think we should at some point. They were just too good, Ritchson said about Finley and Roscoe. We're building a world here, and although this is an anthology, to be able to remind the audience that this is a real journey that he's taken, and there are some people that are still there, I think could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I hope we can do that at some point. Reacher is based on the Jack Reacher book series by Lee Child. While there is some crossover between books, each story usually acts as a standalone adventure for the eponymous Drifter, with a new supporting cast introduced in each subsequent installment. The Prime Video adaptation has already begun creating more connective tissue between seasons, with the addition of Francis Neagley, who worked with Reacher during their time as military policemen. Despite not appearing in Killing Floor, the novel Reacher Season 1 was based on, Neagley was included in the show's debut outing. Maria Sten portrays Neagley in Season 1 and returns for the upcoming second season, which adapts a novel the character actually appeared in, Bad Luck and Trouble. What is Reacher Season 2 about? In Season 2, per Prime Video, veteran military police investigator Jack Reacher Ritchson receives a coded message that the members of his former U.S. Army unit, the 110th MP Special Investigations, are being mysteriously and brutally murdered one by one. Pulled from his drifter lifestyle, Reacher reunites with three of his former teammates turned chosen family to investigate, including Francis Neagley, Maria Sten, Carla Dixon, Serena Swan, a forensic accountant for whom Reacher has long had a soft spot in fast-talking, switchblade-wielding family man David O'Donnell, Sean Sipos. The synopsis continues, together they begin to connect the dots in a mystery where the stakes get higher at every turn, and that brings about questions of who has betrayed them and who will die next. Using his inimitable blend of smarts and size, Reacher will stop at nothing to uncover the truth and protect the members of his unit. If there's one thing Reacher and his team know for certain, it's that you do not mess with the special investigators. This season, get ready for Reacher and the 110th to hit back hard. Reacher Season 1 is currently streaming on Prime Video. The second season premieres on December 14, with the first 3 episodes dropping on that date. A third season is in production. Since its debut, Reacher has become a staple in the modern action genre. Fans have been captivated by its gritty storytelling, intense action sequences, and most importantly, Alan Ritchson's portrayal of Jack Reacher. Known for his physicality and imposing presence, Ritchson has brought Lee Child's iconic character to life with a fresh sense of authenticity. However, it's not just the action or the titular character that has made Reacher a success, it's the rich ensemble of supporting characters. Recently, Ritchson expressed his desire to bring back 2 standout characters from Season 1 for future installments. This sparked intrigue and excitement among fans, wondering what this could mean for the show and its evolving narrative. The Heart of Reacher. Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher. Before diving into the characters Ritchson hopes to revive, it's important to understand why his version of Jack Reacher has resonated so well. Reacher is a drifter and a former military police major, known for his brilliant detective work and his tendency to handle problems with force. When Ritchson was cast, some were skeptical. Fans of the novels had long debated who could embody Reacher's towering 6'5" frame and intimidating demeanor. Previous film adaptations, most notably starring Tom Cruise, had been criticized for deviating from Reacher's imposing physicality. Yet, Ritchson, standing at a physically impressive 6'2", bulked up for the role, and his performance silenced most of those concerns. Beyond the physical aspects, Ritchson's Reacher carries a sense of calm intelligence, combining stoicism with a sharp wit. He doesn't need to say much, but when he does, his words cut deep, whether it's a verbal dissection of a mystery or a warning to a criminal before delivering a beating. This unique balance between brains and brawn has helped make the show a hit. But even Reacher can't carry the show alone. The supporting cast of Season 1, a vital element in Season 1 based on Killing Floor, the first of Lee Child's Jack Reacher novels, two characters stood out among the rest: Roscoe Conklin, played by Willa Fitzgerald, and Officer Oscar Finley, portrayed by Malcolm Goodwin. These two formed a powerful trio with Reacher as they investigated a series of murders in the small town of Margrave, Georgia. Roscoe Conklin, a tough and determined local police officer, quickly became a fan favorite. Her dynamic with Reacher was electric, and their partnership added emotional depth to the otherwise action-heavy narrative. Roscoe was not just a damsel in distress or a mere love interest. She was an equal, someone who stood her ground and often questioned Reacher's methods while contributing her own investigative instincts. In many ways, she represented the heart of the show, a moral compass that challenged Reacher's often solitary, brutal approach to justice. Similarly, Oscar Finley provided a crucial counterbalance to Reacher's intense persona. As a fish-out-of-water detective from Boston, Finley's character was initially skeptical of Reacher. Over time, though, he came to respect Reacher's abilities, and their begrudging partnership blossomed into one of mutual trust. Finley brought humor and humanity to the show, often serving as a foil to Reacher's stoicism with his more emotional and cerebral approach to detective work. Alan Ritchson's desire to revisit Season 1 characters in recent interviews. Ritchson has expressed his desire to bring both Roscoe and Finley back into the fold for future seasons. Given the show's anthology-style format, each season adapts a different Jack Reacher novel, meaning that characters typically do not return once the storyline has moved on. Season 2, for instance, is based on Bad Luck and Trouble, a different Reacher novel with its own set of characters. But for Ritchson, the connection he and the audience felt with Roscoe and Finley was too strong to ignore. He mentioned how the chemistry between the characters was palpable, and their dynamic added layers to Reacher's often isolated existence. Roscoe and Finley brought out sides of Reacher that we don't often see in the books. There was vulnerability, camaraderie, and even humor, Ritchson noted. It would be a shame to leave that behind. For Ritchson, bringing back these characters would not only be a nod to the fans who loved their Season 1 journey, but also a way to expand the Reacher universe. He explained that while each season adapts a different novel, there's room for creative liberties, and introducing familiar faces in new contexts could enhance the show's emotional continuity. Why bringing Roscoe and Finley back makes sense. Bringing back Roscoe and Finley is more than just fan service, it makes narrative sense. Reacher is a drifter, but even in the books, he occasionally encounters old friends or allies from previous novels. Incorporating Roscoe and Finley into future seasons could serve to ground Reacher, offering him a semblance of continuity in his transient life. Perhaps Reacher, while solving a new mystery, crosses paths with Roscoe in a new town where she's taken on a different role, or Finley could seek out Reacher's help on a complex case. These characters, both strong in their own right, wouldn't need to be shoehorned into the plot. Their reappearances could feel natural and earned. Moreover, bringing them back could explore unfinished emotional threads. Reacher's relationship with Roscoe, while not fully resolved, was left open-ended. There was a deep connection between them that wasn't typical for Reacher, and revisiting that bond could add a new layer,